What's going on? It's Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Man, that event last night was absolutely awesome. We made the trip over there from Portland, here over in DC. Right now I'm staying at, it don't matter where I'm staying at. Y'all don't really care about that. The event was awesome, but before we get to that, y'all gonna give Trump some credit for actually saving y'all on TikTok? Are y'all? Y'all should, because the Biden administration had no intention of saving y'all. For me, it really doesn't make any difference. I don't care either way. But for you guys, for a lot of you guys, for most of y'all that's on TikTok, you are not conservative. You are the ones that were willing to vote for Kamala Harris. Y'all wanted Joe Biden back in office. Y'all was focused on that. By the way, it's the year of the snake. It's the year of the snake. Asian people love casinos and staying at casinos. I like staying at MGM properties. And so that's where I am here over in DC. However, the majority of the people that voted for this election are the ones that were complaining about TikTok going away. You know what they are? They were liberals. And yesterday, as I was getting on the plane to come over here over DC, I was hearing them complain that they was over there on Instagram and, oh my God, it's too rich over here at Instagram and I need to get myself together on TikTok. I could just look like a piece of shit and I could talk and all of this stuff. And I miss my community. By the time that my plane landed, my daughter was texting me like, Dad, did you know that TikTok was back online? And I said, yeah. She was like, they better thank Trump. So as I started to deep dive a little bit more, and I got Trump's statement. Trump's statement was basically saying, and I'll summarize it for you guys, that he wants it to be an American company. He looks at it from a business perspective, not just from a privacy perspective and all of the stuff that's related to and concerning, privacy and China being able to get our type of stuff, all of our information and stuff like that. But he looks at it from a business perspective. And so he extended it 90 days to try to find a deal. And I know that the CEO of TikTok is here in Washington, D.C., and he's going to be at the inauguration and all of that. And so he wants it to be a 50-50 deal at the minimum for an American company or Americans to own 50% of TikTok, in which it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, instead of it just going away into the wind. And so looking at it from a business perspective, you always got to say, man, this guy is on top of it. He is on it. He is absolutely on it. And I actually think that that's a great idea. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm definitely going to keep you guys in the loop. But y'all need to thank Trump. Y'all absolutely need to be focused and thanking Trump on doing what he's doing to save y'all little stupid application. In addition to that, I think that conservative women are it. If you're looking for a play, if you're trying to figure out, listen, what type of women do I want to associate myself with? Last night at that event, I seen all of the most beautiful women with the right personalities. They were submissive, they were cool, they were conservative, they understood the assignment. Of all of the events that I've been to in a long time, outside of a bag chaser event, and shout out to all of the bag chasers, because there was a lot of bag chasing women that was there, including Mika. Shout out to my dog, Yakar, he was there. Jerry, shout out to Jerry. And there was a lot of beautiful, gorgeous women, and they would come up, oh my God, and everything like that, and they were super cool. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to Ava and her husband. They were there. And the beautiful Sage Steele. I had an opportunity to sit down and have long conversations about what her goals were and the opportunities that she was taking advantage of. And she was asking me a lot of questions about content creation. And so I sat down with Sage Steele. I sat down with her husband too. And it was a lot of great people at this event. And one of the things that I also want to hit on is that we making it cool, and shout out to Byron too. We making it cool to be black conservatives. When everybody else was running, when everybody else, even if you were a black conservative, a lot of people were very, very much scared to come out and say, hey, this is what we stand for. This is what we rock with. This is how we voting. And this is who our candidate is. Even if they were saying it, they weren't saying it out loud. And as a matter of fact, I would say that most people wasn't even rocking with it in the first place, and you can tell with the voting results. 93% voter turnout rate for black women that did vote that supported Kamala Harris. 78% of simps voted for Kamala Harris because they was following their women to the polls. And that's played out. Listen, this victim Olympics shit, all of this. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I told somebody yesterday that I was going to curb the cursing, so I'm going to work on that more this year. But running into Victim Olympics and continuing to do the same thing that we've been doing for a long time, that's so played out. Clubs, played out. Running into Victim Olympics, played out. Having high credit card debt, played out. You know what I'm saying? I met congresswomen. I met mayors. I met a lot of people that was really doing some great things. And they all was gorgeous. They spoke eloquently. They knew how to, hold themselves down. Shout out to the Cartier family. Dope guys. Obviously a lot of y'all may be familiar with the Cartier family, but we had some pretty good conversations and stuff like that. But honestly, being conservative, especially if you black, is so in right now. There's nothing hotter than a beautiful conservative woman that know how to control her mouth, that know how to control the way that she think, and is dedicated to the cause. There's so many people to name that was there, that did their part to ensure that today is taking place and a grown-ups is back in office. And now we can get back to business. And I know that it's a lot of people that's going to be feeling some type of way because Tom Homan and all of that, lots of conversations. Prior to this election, I was talking to one of my homegirls, right? One of my homegirls that was on the fence, but I was able to convince to switch over to being more conservative. And now she's incredibly happy, but she's an AKA, right? And she was saying how, man, AKAs was planning to flood DC because they're anticipating Kamala Harris and the whole city was going to be pink and green because, Kamala Harris is a AKA and stuff like that. It's so many great people that's here. I met so many great people from all walks of life, black, white, Asian, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Real patriots of the country and people that really care about America. And that's what I'm looking forward to surrounding myself with. Good energy, people that believe in this country. Now that the grown-ups is back in office, Trump and J.D. Vance, I think J.D. Vance is up next. Byron Daniels, obviously, we know that he up next. Had a conversation with him yesterday. Everybody. So I'm just looking forward to everything that this year and the next 3.5 years are going to lend us. And I think that it's a great time to be American. I think it's a great time to be a black conservative. I think it's a great time to take advantage of the opportunities that's in front of us. We got a golden opportunity now, chance of a lifetime, and I think it's going to be great. I absolutely think it's going to be great. And again, shout out to all of the beautiful ladies. There was so many gorgeous people, great personalities, networking opportunities. That's another thing. My girl Molly likes to say, hey, man, get outside and touch grass. Get outside and touch grass. Fuck DMs. Forget all of that. You can use that in addition to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to stay in contact with people. But go outside and really kick it with people in person. And that's the way that you're going to really be able to run it up and get a bag and meet the people that you're supposed to meet. You got to fly to different places. You got to kick it with people. You got to interact with people. I'm going to be having more meetups and stuff in person this year than I did last year, but I can't wait, man. It's going to be awesome. So listen, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I will be doing the Millionaire Morning Show this morning, so make sure y'all tap into that. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Peace.